Good evening, everyone. I am Abdul Mujib. I am a Booth Court officer. Here is an interesting criminal case that the lost mobile. All rise, the Honorable Court is judicially magistrate is in now session. I request the Honorable Judge Mr. Nashwan Garu is presiding. Silence! I request you to please be seated and maintain silence. The case number 101 by 2025, the state Andhra Pradesh versus Mr. Abdul Arman.
Counsel, you may proceed.
May it please the court. My name is Pran and I represent as a prosecuting lawyer, and my learned friend Mr. Nasima is represented as the accused. We seek permission to state the facts of this case. Your Lordship, the facts of this case is in October 15, 2025. My client, Mr. Arman, lost his Samsung Galaxy M12 at the city bus stop, and the accused, Mr. Mokshit, had taken the phone and did not try to give it to the owner or report it to the police. He directly removed the SIM card and started using it from his personal calls. We later tracked him with the eye and ear tracking and punished him, charged under the section 340 of misappropriating others' movable property.
I request Mr. Abdul Arman to be stepped into the witness box. Mr. Abdul Arman, please repeat after me and raise your right hand. I, Mr. Abdul Arman, do solemnly affirm and promise that which I shall give evidence to this court shall be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Mr. Arman, please tell the court what happened in the evening of October 15, 2025.
I was waiting at the NTR Nagar bus stop. Around 7 p.m., I realized my phone was missing. Just as bus arrived, I searched at that area. I could not find it. I tried it calling from my friend's phone, but it switched off within 10 minutes.
Did you ever see Mr. Mokshit at the bus stop?
Yes, I remember him sitting on the bench right next to where I was standing. When I went to look for my phone, he was gone.
Mr. Arman, it was not true that the bus stop was overcrowded. Your phone can be stolen by anyone and it can be fallen into a drain, correct?
It's a possible, but the GPS tracker later showed the phone was at Mr. Mokshit's residence for 3 days.
Counsel, did the accused have the means to identify the owner's phone is locked?
Indeed, Your Lordship, the phone had a lock screen password displaying the contact information and was not password protected. The accused made no effort to use these details.
Mr. Mokshit, prosecution has presented evidence the lost mobile phone was recovered from your possession and that you, with your own SIM. What do you have to say?
I request Mr. Mokshit Reddy to please step into the witness box. Mr. Mokshit, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Mr. Mokshit Reddy, do solemnly affirm and promise that the evidence which I shall give to this court shall be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I did find the phone on the ground. I picked it up to keep it safe, and I thought it to take to home and change it and waiting for the owner's call.
Then why did you remove Mr. Arman's SIM card and insert your own?
The original SIM card has no network. I put mine in just to see the phone is working or not, and to see the contact number to call the owner.
Your Lordship, notice a contradiction that Mr. Mokshin wanted to return the phone. Yet Mr. Arman testifies the phone was almost switched off immediately. If Mr. Mokshin was a good Samaritan, why did not he simply answer the calls of Mr. Arman?
Order.
May it please the court, my client is not dishonest. He found the phone at the late night on the day Mr. Arman missed the phone. He picked up the phone with no battery, the battery died, and he intended to charge it. He removed the SIM card because he was feared of the phone is being tracked by the criminals. He is not appropriate.
Your Lordship, waiting for a call does not justify removing the SIM card and using the device for one's business. And this is a clear case of misappropriating others' own property.
I heard both sides. Counsel, please conclude with your prayer. Order.
In light of the facts and evidence presented by the prosecution respectfully, press that the Honorable Court was not accused guilty under Section 314 of the BNS and award the maximum punishment of 2 years deterrence was dishonest conduct.
Respectfully, Your Lordship, I am praying for the accused as the prosecution has prayed towards a dishonesty.
Judgment is reserved. Court is adjourned.